Well, thank you very much for the lovely welcome and all the love that you have shown by gathering in large numbers in today's public rally. I would like to thank and express my heartfelt gratitude to Dr. Mukul Sangma, son of the soil, the state president of Meghalaya Pradesh Trinamool Congress, Charles Pingrop, the state in charge of Meghalaya Pradesh Trinamool Congress, a senior minister in our Honorable Chairperson Mamatabanerjee's cabinet, Dr. Manoj Bhuiya, all the legislators, members of the Legislative Assembly present on the stage on the dais, all block, town, district, state representatives and leaderships, social workers, distinguished guests, friends in the media, thank you very much. And each and every one who has come for today's rally. Every time I have come to Meghalaya, this state has not failed to surprise me. But today's rally is something which will remain with me for the years to come. Every time I have come to the state or stepped into Meghalaya, I have always come with an honest intention. I have come here to be with all of you in your fight against the autocratic forces. But after watching and observing today's rally, as a soldier of this party and one of your co-workers, I don't want to cause any detriment to anyone. But I'm sure after today's rally, even before we have stepped in, we came, the meeting started. Pictures of today's rally has certainly gone to National Puppet Party's conman. And after today's rally, they are going to have sleepless nights for sure. Every day, with your love and support, the Trinamool Congress family is growing. And it's just a matter of time that in the next 3 months, after the corrupt, the proxy, NPP and the MDA government is uprooted from power, every Meghalayan that walk in the state or walk freely on the road are going to walk and work with their head held high. Meghalaya is not going to bow down before the autocratic forces in Delhi. Every Meghalayan will have its right. Like I've always said, sun rises from the east. And over the years we have seen that the east has been neglected and the northeast has been neglected. Friends, it's time to show the entire nation what the east and the northeast is capable of. It's time to show them that this time the sun is going to rise in the east, not in the west. And I'm sure Meghalaya will show that way and path to the rest of the northeast. I came to Meghalaya 3-4 months before. I had some programs in Khasi. Today I'm in Tura, amongst all of you in Tura Law College ground. After next 15-20 days or a couple of weeks later when I come again, I would go to Jaintia. And the kind of love and humbleness and appreciation and support you have shown for Trinamool Congress, I bow my head to all of you and thanking each one of you for imposing your faith, for believing in the ideology of Mamatabanerjee and Trinamool Congress. Before I say something, I'm going to make it very clear. Lot of people have been labeling Trinamool Congress as an outsider party. I want to ask them one simple question. In 2004, the son of this very soil, the very respected Honorable P.A. Sangmaji, contested on a Trinamool ticket. Was he an outsider then? He was not an outsider. So people who think by making false accusation will be able to take on Trinamool and stop their might, they're living in fool's paradise. Last time I visited Khasi, and today I'm in Garo among my Garo brothers and sisters. Next time I'll go to Jayantia. And in the coming months, I'll make sure that I make more frequent visits in this beautiful state to fully immerse myself in the glorious culture of Meghalaya. And 4 months back, when we started this membership drive, we started with few hundreds. Today we have become a big, humongous family with 1 lakh active member. That calls for a big round of applause. 1 lakh people have actively associated with Trinamool Congress in our quest, in our battle to make the state stand out and be number one in the country. I thank each one of you. I have always come to Meghalaya as a soldier of this grassroots party. A party who has always stand by people, who always stood by people, voiced their concerns, and championed their cause. Today, with the participation in big numbers, I see that the idea of Trinamool Congress has traveled far and wide. Meghalaya, especially from the last 4.5 years, has seen complete chaos due to a failure in leadership. I wish to assure you that this chaos is going to be over soon. Last time in 2018, when you voted for your candidates and voted for Meghalaya's self-esteem and self-respect with hopes in your heart and aspiration in your mind, your mandate was not given respect. Your mandate was not respected. This time when Trinamool Congress is coming to you, let me tell you, there are 1,700 political parties in this country. Not 1, 2, 5 or 10. 1,700. And out of these 1,700 political parties, Trinamool Congress is the only party which is taking on BJP head on despite all their threat. And not has scouted down to Delhi. So Meghalaya has to fight for their own right. I want to ask you a simple question. Do you want your state to be ruled and governed by Guwahati or Delhi? Please answer me. Do you want Meghalayans to be subservient to people sitting in Guwahati and sitting in the ivory towers of Delhi? Or you want your own self-respect? And come what may, we will not sell our self-respect and our spine to anyone. That has to be the mindset and attitude. This is the fight. So every Meghalayan has to be associated in the fight, irrespective of your caste, creed, religion, and political differences. I want to assure you, in every step of this fight, I'm going to be with you. Every Trinamool Congress soldier is going to be with you. And I want to make it very clear. In the next 3 months, when elections are over and a new democratic progressive government is formed in Meghalaya, Meghalayans are going to rule Meghalaya, not people of Bengal or people of Delhi. Meghalaya has to show the rest of the Northeast that what it is capable of. It is the most rich biodiversical place when it comes to the entire country, places like Meghalaya, Arunachal Pradesh. But they have been ignored over the years. It's being perceived as a small state. Why small state? As per the constitution, every state has got the has to be given the same amount of respect and regard. So if states like Uttar Pradesh, Rajasthan, Bihar, Haryana are being seen and perceived as big states, why do we perceive Meghalaya as a small state? It is time we make them realize what Meghalaya's people are capable of. And I would like to tell you that this shoddy alliance of MDA will not even be able to win a single seat from Gado this time. Not even one. I have been to a lot of places. I have been in active politics for a long period of time. I have been the party's general secretary. I have been involved organizationally in various capacity. I have been to many districts, many villages, many places, many cities, many states. But the kind of love and enthusiasm that I have observed and witnessed, let me tell you, change is only a matter of time. It's going to happen in 2 months or 3 months. No force in the world can stop it. And MDA, when MDA was formed, people thought it's going to be Meghalaya's Democratic Alliance. But MDA has only turned out to be Conman's My Development Alliance. If anyone who has made progress or any development that has happened, it has only happened to one family, one man, one person. You see the roads, you see the infrastructure, you see the hospital. It's such a beautiful state, such a rich state culturally, in biodiversity, in heritage, in tourism. It has huge potential. But still people of Meghalaya are struggling with unemployment. You have roads with potholes. You have hospitals without doctors. You have schools without teachers. Everything is in total shambles. This has to change. And if there is only one party who can change it, it is only the Trinamool Congress. I say, and I repeat, make no mistake. A lot of people, most of us who are sitting here, we have all been ex-Congresses. We have been associated with the Congress before. Be it Dr. Sangma, be it Mr. Pingrop, be it Dr. Bhuiya, be it me, be it the chairperson herself, mamatabanerjee. But we realized that if you have to take on BJP's might, you can't be doing politics sitting at the comfort of your home in Delhi and on social media. You have to hit the ground. So if there's any party who has the fire in its belly to take on BJP, its ally partner, and take them head on, it's only Trinamool Congress. You saw what happened with Mamata Banerjee in the Bengal elections. They tried every possible way to stop her. They even stooped to attacking her. Her leg was broken. Still, they taught that one lady, 5 feet tall, with the blessings of 10 crore people, taught them a lesson. So if Bengal can do, why can't Meghalaya do? It is time we teach them a lesson. That the kind of atrocities, kind of fake promises, kind of false promises you have made and not kept, it's time we show them that what people of Meghalaya are capable of. They have failed the people, ruined the state on several fronts, even selling off people's homes and livelihoods. It is completely unacceptable how they surrendered your sacred lands to Assam. Did they consult with you before doing it? People who lived in this soil, in this land for years, as proud Meghalayans, will now have to live as a resident of another state. And you hear that right. Resident of another state. And eventually, all those land being surrendered to Assam are going to be subjected to NRC. So you will also have to prove that you are a citizen of India. And we have all seen what a botched up list NRC was when the NRC list was released in Assam. So Meghalaya, people of Meghalaya has to live as proud residents and people of Meghalaya. They will not sell their spine and surrender their self-respect to some other leaders sitting in some other districts or other state. That is why Trinamool Congress has come here. Trinamool Congress is just the platform. You see Trinamool Congress's logo. It's not a coincidence that you have two flowers. Can you see the logo, each and every one? Do you see the Trinamool logo? Do you see? Do you see the Trinamool logo? How many flowers are there? How many flowers? Two flowers, right? How many petals are there in one flower? Please be loud. How many petals are there? In each flower, 3. It is not an irony or a matter of coincidence that it has got 3 petals. It could have got 2 petals, it could have got 6 petals, it could have got 7 petals, it could have got 4 petals. But why 3 petals? Because every petal has a significance. If one petal stands for Gado, the another one stands for Khasi, and the other one stands for Jayantiya. And just like the 2 flower has bloomed, every one of you has to come in unison and support Trinamool Congress and the people of this state who have put their entire might to take on the autocratic forces. You see the name, it says TMC. What does TMC stands for? Now most of you will say TMC stands for Trinamool Congress. I say yes, TMC does stand for Trinamool Congress. But another coincidence, another irony, that in TMC, everyone is united. We believe in unity in diversity. If in TMC, T and M stands for Trinamool and C stands for Congress, then T also stands for temple, M also stands for mosque, and C also stands for church. This is the unity in diversity we want to create and bring in. This is the India our founding forefathers of the constitutions believed in. This is the India we have to fight for. And Meghalaya has to show the way. In 2-3 months from now, the people of the state will be exposed to a new government, a government which will work tirelessly for the all-round development of the state, not for one's particular interest or benefits. We strive to protect, like I said, every Meghalayan's right and land. No border MOU can be signed without the people's consent. The double-engine government has failed to give Khasi language and Gado language its due recognition. Dr. Sangma, Dr. Pingrop, and all the legislators went to Delhi, members of the parliament from Rajya Sabha and Lok Sabha belonging to Trinamool Congress. We did an extensive protest both inside the house and outside the house. And I assure you that we will not stop until and unless these languages are included in the 8th schedule of the Constitution and they get their due recognition. It is my commitment to you. If the need be, in the next parliament session, we will organize another protest, both inside the house and both outside the house. You tell me, NPP has been in power. They claim of running a double-engine government. How many times has they taken the initiative to go to the Prime Minister, to bring this to the Parliament, to organize a protest that Gado Khasi languages should be a part of the 8th schedule of the Indian Constitution? Never ever. And they attacked Trinamool Congress because they are scared. All they are busy doing is they are busy looting public's money. Trinamool Congress not only speaks for the people but also hold this inept, incompetent government accountable for all their misdoings. Through various RTIs and research, I thank Saket also, who has played a very good role and exposed this corrupt and inept NPP government. And here we have also written to the Election Commission that NPP has failed to surrender its books of accounts with regard to the elections to the Election Commission. Why BJP and the Election Commission is not taking any action now? It has looted public's money, but there has been no CBI or ED inquiry. This is the example of double engine government. They loot you sitting in Delhi, they loot you sitting in Meghalaya, they loot you sitting in Guwahati. And you feel helpless. You have no clue. So Trinamool Congress is that platform. In the coming elections, your support to Trinamool Congress and one vote for these two flowers is going to be a one tight slap to the people who wanted to rule Meghalaya. So you have to express your voting right and ensure that a democratic progressive party and a government is formed and elected who will work tirelessly throughout the day, all throughout the year for the people of Meghalaya, so that Meghalaya is able to retain its lost glory. While the next state assembly elections are near, NPP, which is heading the My Democratic Alliance, like I said, has not even filed its election expenditure report from the last elections. And we want to challenge them. I am also challenging them from this particular platform. If you want to come and face a debate face to face, don't run away. Who is asking you to run away? Why are you so scared? If you have the guts, if you have the courage, come, stand with us face to face and come for a debate. That why have NPP failed in the last 4.5 years? You decide the time and the venue. Trinamool Congress's representative will be there and will expose you in front of every Meghalayan. I challenge them. They're just scared, like I said. They're scared of all of you because they don't want to give any accountability because they have wronged you. What more can we expect of them? All they have done is do nothing and loot people's money. So we are standing at a very significant juncture and time. We are moving towards a very significant turning point, rather, in Meghalaya's political history. A juncture where we can either choose to side with status quo or strive for a better tomorrow. The decision is going to be yours. We can either choose to let the darkness of misgovernance shroud on us, or we can welcome the light of good governance in the days to come. I think Meghalaya's choice after today's rally is going to be extremely clear. Let those who betrayed you and your mandate know that they will not be left scot-free. There will be retribution from the end of the people. Let the masters sitting in Delhi know that the Hill State has enough fight left in them to challenge their oppressive and nefarious agenda. Trinamool Congress is the only party which has defeated the divisive forces, which has defeated the BJP, while the shoddy alliance of MDA has sold their spine and soul to their masters sitting in Delhi. We honor the unique culture and traditions of Gado, Khasi and Jaintia tribes. And I want to ask you all 2-3 simple questions. Do you all think in the last 5 years, Meghalaya has been pushed into a state of ruin? Do you think yes or no? Do you think you and your family has suffered enough in the last 4.5 years? Yes or no? Louder. Show what you are capable of. Your voice should be heard in Delhi, and there should be tremors felt in Delhi. Yes or no? Do you think you have suffered enough in the last 4.5 years? Do you think Meghalaya needs to be saved? Do you think Meghalaya was pushed into a state of ruin deliberately? Yes or no? Are you ready to fight this battle? Yes or no? I want the voice to grow louder. Yes or no? Yes or no? Do you want to uproot this dishonest, corrupt government? Yes or no? Do you want to be with Trinamool? Yes or no? Do you want to fight for the people of Meghalaya? Yes or no? Do you want to save this state? Yes or no? Do you want to stand for the right of these people? Yes or no? If you want to stand for the people, if you want to fight for the people, if you want to uproot this government, and if you want to teach them a lesson, my friends, Trinamool is the platform and two flowers is your symbol. Don't mix it up with any other party. I am, as a general secretary, I'm committing to each one of you that every vote for Trinamool Congress, we will take it as your love and blessings. And come what may, every soldier of Trinamool is going to work tirelessly for the next 5 years in your service and will not be cowed down before the autocratic forces sitting in Delhi. And we will not, at the end of the day, let me assure and reiterate that we will not let your mandate be betrayed, come what may. This is my commitment, Mamatabanerjee's commitment, and the party's commitment to each one of you. It's time for Meghalaya to shun these fair weather birds and choose an alternate that is of the people, for the people, and by the people. With a history of inclusive welfare schemes, Trinamool Congress is the only credible alternative that can bring an all-round holistic development to this beautiful state of Meghalaya. And I request all three hills must come together with a progressive force, the Trinamool Congress, and work towards saving and serving every people of Meghalaya. It's time for everyone to take a pledge and save Meghalaya. I urge all of you, come and join us in this fight and make sure that we are able to defeat and replace this inept, insensitive, anti-people, anti-poor, anti-tribal government. Together, each one of you together, if we want, we can, and I'm sure Meghalaya will be able to prove its mettle to the rest of the country. Glory to the state of Meghalaya. Thank you. Jai Hind. Vande Mataram. Namaste.